Silence isn't empty, it's full of answers. Out here, away from the chaos, the world begins to quiet down. The notifications stop, the noise disappears, the rush fades. What's left is space, stillness, a chance to breathe without distraction. Camping gives you something you don't get in everyday life, a kind of quiet that doesn't feel lonely but grounding. You start to hear your own thoughts again. You remember what it feels like to just be, without the pressure to perform, reply, or scroll. The forest doesn't ask anything from you. The rain doesn't care who you are. And in that stillness, you start to find clarity. Answers you've been too busy to hear. Moments you've been too rushed to feel. Out here, silence isn't a void, it's a mirror. And sometimes the best way to move forward is to first sit quietly and let the wild remind you who you are. We're always connected to screens, messages, deadlines, but the more we plug in, the more disconnected we become. Camping changes that. When you leave behind the signal, you find something deeper, a quiet connection to yourself, to the world around you. You start noticing things again. The sound of wind in the trees, the way firelight flickers on your face, the rhythm of your own breath. There's no pressure to be anything or anyone out here. No filters, no feeds, no constant need to keep up. Just the real, raw beauty of presence. You remember how to listen, how to sit still, how to feel. Camping isn't running away. It's coming home, to nature, to simplicity, to yourself. Because sometimes the best connection you can make is the one with no signal at all. Camping isn't always comfortable, and that's exactly why it matters. The rain will come. The fire won't always start on the first try. You'll feel the cold, the weight of your pack, the ache in your legs. But in that struggle, something shifts. You stop chasing comfort and start building resilience. You learn to adapt, to stay calm when things don't go to plan. There's power in facing the elements, not fighting them, but learning to move with them. That's where the stillness comes in. Not because everything is easy, but because you grow quieter inside. The noise of daily stress starts to feel small. Each challenge in nature becomes a lesson in patience. Every spark of a fire becomes a reward earned. Camping strips things back to what matters. And through the struggle, you find peace. Not the kind that's handed to you, but the kind you create for yourself. Out here, everything feels different. The sky stretches wider, the air feels cleaner, time slows. You realize how small you are, but instead of feeling insignificant, you feel free. Free from the weight of expectations. Free from the noise of a world that never stops moving. Nature doesn't rush, it doesn't compete, it just is. Steady, calm, and vast. And in that stillness, you start to see things clearly. The things you thought mattered suddenly don't. The pressure, the stress, the noise, it fades. Camping shows you how big the world is and how grounded you can feel in the middle of it. It's not just a break, it's a reset, a reminder that peace isn't found in more, it's found in less. Under the stars by the fire, you start to remember who you are without all the noise. And once you've felt that, you'll never see life the same way again.